So we have a career reading in the format of obstacle, and then we have this card representing, well, this is the current situation, this is the obstacle, and this is the energies surrounding advice, so a solution. And so hopefully we will teach you something about how you can handle what's going on in your career. I'm also doing this for myself, so there can always be messages here for you. And let what resonates resonate, what doesn't. So this is the card for the current energies regarding the situation. And so for me, I just started my new job, and of course it's with the school. And for me, the school system is great. However, things like, oh, no talking to each other, eyes on me and only on me, you have to sit still, you have to have your hands and feet on the desk, don't move, don't look at what anyone else is doing, focus on your work. If I tell you to do this, it doesn't matter if the kid next to you is crying, don't ask why they're crying, just focus on your work. And it's certain things that's just like a bit impossible to expect children to do. And I just feel more relaxed, like you don't have to yell at someone to get them to learn. And even if a child is a problem child, I still feel like they're gonna be a problem regardless. Like having them feel bad about themselves just to complete a worksheet isn't the solution. And I feel like children, they know what's wrong and they know what's out of place. And some kids with behavioral problems are just always gonna have them. And I don't see how it's my fault as a teacher when it's like the child that acts crazy and really can't just pay attention. Because you only have 7 hours in a day, and the parents have them in summer, the parents or whomever, their legal guardian, have them the rest of the day, the weekend, and it's just like, no wonder a lot of these kids, they come back to school and they're way behind. They could be 2 grade levels behind, and then you have teachers who just ignore that and try to push on teaching them anyway. And that's another big reason why the kids feel not engaged, because you're thinking they're at level 5 and they're at level 3, and so now there's more frustration. And it's like, well, there is something you could do, but sometimes it's like there's nothing you can do, because a kid could just be in your class and have an undiagnosed mental disorder, or even a diagnosed one, but they literally just still put them in your class. So that's it. And what this card is the World card. And so this card is in reverse, which represents a lack of closure and unrealistic expectations. Losing focus of your goals is preventing you from continuing on to your next journey. You must come to terms with what is distracting you from reaching the finish. Take a moment to think about your end goals and remember how good life will be when you are finally finished. Look for a way to reinvigorate your search for competition. For some of you guys, the current situation is that you just feel not competitive enough in your job. Like there's no growth in your current field, and you have to look for ways to grow yourself. And for me, I feel like I did describe unrealistic expectations. As they said, as the writing said, look at the focus on your goals is preventing you from continuing on your next journey. I just feel like a lot of teachers, they just look at, okay, do this worksheet, okay, listen to me, and they aren't focusing on, like, okay, I get it, your goal is to have them listen to you and then do a worksheet, but you have to look at the bigger picture and what are these kids going through. And again, sometimes the answer is just that this kid is bored and does not care, and that's not your fault either. So now we have the Hanged Man card, and this is representing an obstacle. This means inner reflection and time for a break. Defer any decision making in order to allow more time to reflect on current situations. Tangled in the stress and trappings of our everyday routine, it's easy to make rash decisions. Expect some outcomes that may provoke more than help. The mind needs time to stop and find its equilibrium. So I feel like now is the time to take a break, because if something's really frustrating you, that probably means you're looking at the situation wrong, and you can't look at it the right way until you take a break. This could mean some of you guys are taking a break from your work, or you're doing some inner reflection on yourself, trying to see, okay, what can be my best step to grow in my career? And this could be an obstacle for you because sometimes you don't know what to do. You don't know how to have fun. You don't know how to play or relax. Maybe that wasn't taught to you as a child. I can sense that you're thinking about your long-term goals. This could be getting a house, having a little family, a little garden, a little family of cats, a little family of dogs, who knows? And you're wondering, like, how is my career going to fall with that? So now we have a 6 of Cups and a 7 of Cups. This is for our advice. So the 6 of Cups represents nostalgia and innocence. 7 of Cups represent imagination and possibility. Sorry, that's an 8 of Cups. So this represents escape and transition. The owl encourages us to look forward to new situations. And with the 6, hares are very different from rabbits. The hare is intuitive and sensitive, while the rabbit is known to flee. Reflecting on the memories of the past can be beautiful, but not every cup is standing. Not at all times we're good, and it is important to remember the lessons of the past when dealing with current circumstances. The rabbit runs from the past, but the hare jumps forward and leaps into the present. So I think the answer is to draw on past experiences to solve your situation at work and your situation on like how you're going to decide to take a break and what you want to do to advance yourself. The owl encourages us to look forward to new situations. Inspiration can be found in leaving the chaos of a current situation for a newer, deeper spiritual goal elsewhere. The owl's solitude comes from its freedom to move on when needed. I feel like some of you guys are going to start looking for new work or already have. Okay? And some of you guys on your job are just going to start looking for a new position to follow through with. For my role, I think it's just saying how you should start looking for a new way to engage your students, of course, and just trying to be more relaxed. So that's it, guys. Bye.